All right, you guys, welcome to the Thursday night team call. It's February 13th. Whoop, whoop. Tomorrow is Valentine's Day. Super excited. Um, we are going to get right into recognition tonight because the team call that we have for tonight is super awesome. It's an hour long. I want to get through the entire thing. And I think it's going to be so amazing that you guys are like, time's going to fly. Like, you guys are going to be taking notes and it's going to be so good, so amazing. So, February leaderboard. It is Team Cup month. I absolutely love the momentum and all the work that I see you guys doing together, either if it's live on like little Zoom chats or if you guys are like getting together at coffee houses. Like, it's so exciting to see the team getting together and working. I just love how everybody builds these relationships together. Listen, guys, do not be afraid to like go into our chats or go into our team page and be like, hey, I'm hopping down to invite, like, anybody want to join me and get on like a Zoom chat together and do it together, you guys. Like, that is the beauty of this business, is having other people to work with and building those bonds. February's leaderboard, you guys are rocking it with 30 lives changed, 12 new coaches, and we are only 2 weeks into February. We're only at the halfway mark. We can easily, and I'm daring you guys, like, go for 60, at least 60 lives changed. Let's go for 100. Why not? Like, if we are showing up every single day consistently, there's no reason why we cannot change that many lives in February. So on the board with 1 point is Liz. On the board with 2 points is Kim, Christina, Amy, Glenn. On the board with 4 is Olivia, Amy, Amanda, and Kaylee. Hitting Success Club already in 2 weeks is Cassandra. Woo woo. Rainey, awesome job. Kristen on the board. Girlfriend, are you on this call? Kristen is on the board with 8 points already, and myself is at 14. So that is amazing, you guys. I am so proud of you, and we are only halfway through the month. I cannot wait to see what you guys do the second half. Make the second half better than your first half. Top recruiters. Leading the board again, Kristen, myself, Olivia has 2, Amy 2, Christina 1, and Glenn 1. Guys, awesome job. I'm so proud. Like, I could not even be more proud of you guys right now. Top coach of the week is our lovely Rainey Warner. She has 6 Success Club points, but she also has like the highest personal volume and the highest team volume, which is incredible. And if you don't know, she just found out that she's expecting twins, and I just can't wait to follow her journey with her little like hashtag well-rounded baby bump with Bart. So cute. Rainey, we love you. You are rocking it and inspiring so many mamas and full-time working mamas out there. You are incredible. And top recruiters is Kristen and myself. So great job, you guys. Last week I reminded you, and I just want to remind you again, the 2021 Mexico Success Club trip. You have to opt in right now. It's absolutely free to opt in. Somebody drop the link in the chat for me, please. Go click on that link right after the call and opt in. All you really have to do, you guys, is help 3 people every single month this year. What you do right now determines if you are going to get invited to that Mexico trip. And trust me, you want to get on this trip, okay? It's all inclusive, luxury. It is glammed out. It is spectacular. I had little fish like feeding off of my feet, giving me a pedicure. I never had that before. It is so much fun. You're going to do so many amazing things that you have never done before. And if your spouse does not support you right now in this business, get him onto one of those Success Club trips and game will change. I'm telling you, that's what changed Michael's mind about this business and so many other spouses. Like I said, it's Team Cup. Drop it in the chat if you hit tier 1. I want to know if you guys, who, raise of hands, who hit Success Club, who's getting that tank top. I love it. If you personally help 3 people in February, you get that tank top or t-shirt. for 10 rounds. I want that sucker. Like, I'm so excited to wear that and let everybody know what program is coming out soon. And then if you and the rest of your people on your cup hit Success Club 5, you get the tank top and you get the bag. Okay, you guys? So go for it. We have so much time left. Let me, we have so much more time left. I know you guys can do it. Let me stop. I didn't really need to stop the screen share. All right, so tonight's call is from the #1 coach in the company, Ashley Molstead. She is incredible, and I seriously think we are going to learn so much and start applying it right away. And I guarantee that it's going to be a game changer, you guys. Like, it really, really is, because what you put out there on social media, what you're sharing with people, is attracting your tribe, or it's not attracting their tribe. Maybe it's making them run for the hills. So I am so excited to learn from her. Like I said, it is an hour long, but I want you guys to be present, be focused, take notes, because if you're not at Success Club right now, this could be the game changer right here. Just start doing this and applying it now, and take away her tips, and it might just start attracting people to you. I really think this is going to be an awesome call. So try to be as present as possible. I know it's hard to sit on your phone. Just sit on it. Just turn it off and sit on it, and get out a pen and paper, and let's learn together.
Amy, you have to take your earbuds out because they're not going to be able to hear it without it.
Share with you guys this training that I actually Diamond Dash. So we ran a Diamond.
Sorry.
And there was several requests to share that outside of the Diamond Dash. So I put together a different training for our Diamond Dash this time. And I wanted to share this with all the teams because it's super important. As you guys know, social media is our storefront. And so tonight I'm going to walk you through my idea on how to create content. So I'm going to share my screen, ask questions in the chat, because I think it's about a 30-minute presentation, 30 to 40-minute presentation. So there will be time for questions at the end. But I want to walk you through my content creation process. Let me see, how can I make this smaller? There we go. I want to walk you through my content creation process. And hopefully this will help you guys with some of yours, because I think content and social media is some of the, it's our biggest thing. It's how you get more eyes on you. But then it's also going to teach you kind of what to do with those eyes once you have them. So this is how to create content like a boss without wasting all your damn time, because I know in the beginning it can feel a little bit like you are constantly trying to come up with things to post. So here's some ways that I do it, and just know that it is a little bit like learning a new language, where it's difficult at first, but it starts to get easier. And now I don't really even have to think about content. It just comes more naturally. But it's, you know, of course it's been 5 years, but it didn't take that long to start getting comfortable and speaking it fluently. But the first thing you need to know is take a lot of selfies. I remember before I started coaching, I used to make fun of people who took selfies and would think that they were narcissists. And that was also just me being an insecure person. Now I take selfies all day, every day. Like, I don't care who watches me take selfies. And I don't share 95% of the selfies that I take, because I don't, you know, I just take them so that I have them. But then maybe I take 20 a day and I post 2, right? So, but I think it's really important to take good selfies. And the main theme of your photos, I want them to be light, bright, and eye-catching. So here's some things that you can do to make them eye-catching. There's probably some males on the call. But if you are a female or if you're a male with long hair, wear your hair down. Not always. So the idea behind all of this is you want to basically create a lifestyle that looks so appealing that other people want to join you. So wear your hair down, get ready once in a while, only posting in fitness gear, like your sweaty selfies. One, it's not super relatable because nobody that's watching, generally the people that are watching you are having to get out of the house and get ready. They're not living in fitness gear all the time. But I know we've got a lot of people that work out of the house too, and you're getting ready. So that comment's more for people who are like me, full-time fitness coach, or people who are, work from home moms, making sure that you're making your life look really appealing. So just living in like fitness gear and sweaty selfies is not as relatable, but not super interesting either. So you can buy, to mix things up, buy cheap, fun fitness clothes. I know Leticia is a huge fan of shopping at Ross. I have several things that I've purchased from Amazon that were super affordable. I don't know if you guys follow me at all, but like the bright pink. I mean, actually, what was I wearing? This shirt, this tank top that I'm wearing, and this is from Amazon. So you can find like super affordable things. Fabletics are great. But don't be wearing these same fitness clothes that are ratty and dingy and gross forever. Oh my gosh, you guys, we've maxed out this call. I think my call maxes out at 200. Holy smokes, thanks for being here. So, it doesn't have to be expensive. One, it is a write-off, remember that. But two, you want to have them, also be on brand for you. So just buy new clothes, every so often. Treat yourself. You deserve it. Instead of when you complete a program, taking yourself out on an ice cream date, which you can absolutely do that, and I do that, buy yourself some fitness gear, or buy yourself some fitness gear and then go get the ice cream. You want to use white natural lighting as much as possible. So I try, my dad has an amazing window right now, so I'm sitting in front of a window. So this is an amazing place for me to do. Like if I lived in this house, I would be setting up my office like this way. I'd be taking selfies in this room. I'd probably set this as my workout space because the lighting is amazing in here. But at my house in Arizona, I'm in front of a window, but the light doesn't shine in like that very well. So I have some fake lighting that I put up, and it was this roll. It was like $8 it's called, if you search on Amazon, if you mute yourself, please. Let me just real quick mute everyone if I can. I'm still getting feedback. So if you are listening in on your phone, please mute yourself. So if you search on Amazon, it's like LED kitchen undermount lighting or something. It's like $8 for a roll, and I have it taped around my computer. Also investing in a Diva ring or one of the knockoff versions on Amazon to kind of recreate that natural bright light. But find a window. The yellow, murky, muddy, under your kitchen or in your basement photos, you want to think what is going to be scroll stopping. And if it's dark and dingy and muddy and murky, it's not scroll stopping. So find a window. Natural light is best, but you can recreate that natural light by using the bright, LED Diva ring style. Let me just open the chat and make sure. Oh, yes, good idea. Lucy, refrigerator lighting. Learned that from Shalene Johnson, actually. So I'm not going to always keep the chat up, but so if something's going on where you can't see my screen or you can't hear me, unmute yourself and let me know that. But I get distracted by the chat. But I wanted to make sure that the chat right now wasn't telling me those things. Okay, so you want to take your food. I'm going kind of out of order here with these bullets, and I will give you guys this presentation after so you can look at it and go through it again. So you don't need to write everything down, but maybe write down keynotes. But take your food to a window. Nobody wants to eat your food that is yellow, gross, on a gross plate with it's just, you want it to be light, vibrant, you want the food to look delicious because you want their thumbs are going a mile a minute on their phone. You want it to stop their scroll. So take your food to a window, find a window to get some natural lighting, get outside. You can ask people to take pictures of you. If you have an iPhone, there is something on it now, I'm sure you've heard about it, but it's called portrait mode, and it makes it look really professional. It basically focuses on a subject and blurs the background. So you can ask somebody to do that with you. You can set it up on a timer. I also want to make sure you guys are looking into the camera. So when you're taking selfies, I see a lot of people look at themselves in the screen. What you want to do is find the camera on the phone. And if people, like I ran into a ton of people at Summit who wanted to take photos. So before they took it, I always ask them, where's the lens? Where's your camera? So look into the camera, because then it feels like you're making eye contact with the person who's finding you in their news feed. Get outside, they should be bright. Yep. So I think that I've covered all these bullets, but the bottom line is your social media is your magazine. So you want to make it look pretty. Okay. Here are some ideas of ways that you can vary things up, because I also feel like selfies aren't just the same camera angle. It's not just you every time you finish your workout and you're sweaty and you're in the same spot and you take a picture. That is also not eye-catching, because it's the exact same thing. So you want to make sure you're giving a lot of variety to your selfies. So these are all variations of selfies, but you can see they're all very different. So this is interesting, right? And I borrowed obviously from some of my friends and the leaders of all of us. So because I can't tell you, I go to so many people's profiles and it's the exact same, like sweaty selfie in their bathroom or whatever, their bedroom, like dark lighting every single day. And you want to think now, Instagram is really, I feel like, jumping up as far as engagement goes. And I know a lot of us now, my business used to be 90% Facebook, 10% Instagram. It's now flopped. And that's awesome, because you can actually pull up Instagram on your phone, and actually on the first page here. So this is kind of a snapshot of my Instagram that I had posted. So look at what you're posting to make sure there's a good variety in there. So it's not just like, if it was just the same selfie, every single picture, it's uninteresting. So if someone goes to your profile, they're bored, right? So you want to make sure you have a variety. So here's some ideas. This is Lori. It's indoor, but it's by a window. Light, bright, eye-catching, using natural light. This is Letty. She put it on a timer and she's playing with angles here. So she got outside using natural light and just put her phone on the ground. She's also using curiosity marketing here by having her energize in a cup. This is Emily. So her photo, this was taken at night. You can see it's dark outside, but you can also see kind of right here, this light that she has. So that's the Diva ring. And she's also using props here. She's got her dogs in the picture. And this was set, I don't know, I can't remember what she said, if Dylan took this or if she set it up on a timer, but you can see this is also kind of curiosity marketing, because this is like her business, right? I think this might have even been a business post. So here she is in her office and it's still a selfie. This is the portrait mode I'm talking about. So Tanya asked somebody to take a photo of her. As you can see, she's super focused and clear in this picture. Again, natural light outside, but the background is blurred. So it looks really professional, but it's just on any iPhone camera that you have. I've mentioned a couple times using props. So use babies, use dogs. If you are, you've got like funny coffee mugs or graphic tees that say stuff, using things that kind of break it up. Those are great, eye-catching. They're also great like conversation pieces. If someone has dogs in the picture, then and they also have dogs, that's an immediate connection. If someone has a baby and I have a baby, that's an immediate connection. Not all of your pictures should include your props, but include them for sure. Food and drinks, like a lot, Starbucks is a great prop, whatever is on brand for you. Remember, I also mentioned creating kind of FOMO. So you want to create, you're not selling fitness programs and shakes. You are selling a lifestyle that people want to join. So this is Autumn and her husband. This was actually when they went to Mexico on the Success Club trip, but this is set up on a timer, and like, how badly do you want to be in that picture? Like, that looks like she's having a blast. Like, I want to live that life, right? It's a selfie, but it's also creating FOMO. And then here's another one. This is Jamie playing around with angles. So you can see she's got her Portland Coach shirt on. This is a gift that I gave her. It has her team name on it. And that's not even the main part of it, but it's just playing around with angles to like, and I don't even know what this might have been about her superfood shake, but it's just a way, instead of you kissing your Shakeology selfie, something like this is a lot more visually interesting. It's more likely to stop the scroll so that they read the caption if you're going to talk about your shake. All right. All right, so here are some basic rules to stop being a basic bee. You should be, like, if your social media is a film, you are the main actress or actor in it. You will have supporting cast, you will have supporting characters like your kids or your pets, but it's mostly you. So you don't hide behind our products, you don't hide behind your family, you don't hide behind props and all that. It's mostly you. And then make sure that not just are you showing up with all the good stuff that makes you you, but also have an opinion, own your truths. Say things that are going to rub people the wrong way because they're going to rub the right people the right way. Don't be afraid to turn some people off. I remember when I did have that photo that went viral, there was a swear word in it, and I did not ever boost that post or take the swear word out because I knew it would turn some people off. Then, once I got all those new eyes on me, I had to make sure I kept showing up with my truths. And I remember when I first started thinking about like what makes me me, what are my truths, what makes up Ashley, one of the things that was like, if you are struggling to figure out who you are, think about what do you like to do on the weekends? If you have an evening free, where do you spend your time? What are you scrolling and searching for on Pinterest? Who are you following on Instagram? Like, what do you look for in magazines or in books or in friends or, you know, whatever. And one of the things that I like to do, John and I like to do, is like go out and eat and drink. And I remember feeling like super uncomfortable the first time I swore on social media, the first time I really started talking about enjoying alcohol on social media. But then I realized like, but that's me, and that's me owning my truth. And there are absolutely people that find my page that decide they are not interested in what I have to offer or anything about me because they're turned off by my swear words or by the fact that I like to drink or the way that I parent or whatever. And that's okay, because if you are turning some people off, that means you are showing up with a flavor. It means that the right people are going to find you. But make sure you're also engaging with your audience. So you want to evoke conversation, ask questions. And at the end, you know, bottom line, don't try to connect with everybody. That's not the goal. The goal is not for you to market yourself to everybody, because then you just become unrelatable to everybody. If you're trying to be perfect and you're trying to please everybody, first of all, it's impossible. So you will never achieve it. So you will continue to feel defeated. And second of all, it's really unfulfilling. So it's so much better to stand firm in your beliefs and make sure you're showing up as who you are, so that you are finding just the other yous. Like, I am not interested in talking to everybody. I've really now marketed myself only to females. I've marketed myself to other Ashleys of the world. So those are people who have struggled with doubts and insecurities, who know that they're made for more, but just, you know, really have some struggles that they're dealing with, maybe even depression. The other Ashleys of the world like a discount. They like saving money. They're, you know, into having fun, having a good time. They don't take anything too seriously. They love dogs, whatever. So I'm just looking for the other Ashleys, which is a very kind of specific person, but there is enough other Ashleys out there, and there is enough other yous out there too. Also, talk about what you do every day. So talk about the 4 vitals. Obviously, it's very easy to share our workouts and our, you know, sweaty selfies and drinking shake and drinking our Energize and stuff like that. But don't forget to shout out other people, to recognize other people, to talk about how you're doing personal development and what are you learning and taking away from that. And think about adding value every day. So when you make a post, don't think about how can I get, you know, the most likes? How can I get the most eyes on this? What's going to create the most engagement and get the, you know, reach the most people? Think about instead, how can I show up and outrageously serve my community today? And so for me, it's always been self-love, has always been a part of my brand, but that is something that I know people come to me for. That is a way that I add a lot of value, is by including self-love into my world. I know, Emily has a very strong following, loyal following. When she shares her story about her miscarriages, and then I think it's Hope After Heartbreak or something like that, where she's providing hope for people, right? So she has a lot of people, and actually a lot of people on her team who have had those same struggles, but because she's not presenting it in a woe is me, and she's not even selling on those posts about like her miscarriages, that's not anything about sales. That is 100% a value add post to try to provide value to people. So, and you don't have to have a big struggle like depression or, hating your body or having, addiction issues or financial struggle. You don't have to have any of that. You can just talk about, everybody has insecurities and doubts. So you can talk about what those have been for you and how you're overcoming them. So here's some questions to think about when you're thinking about the captions. Who is the old you? Who is the you that signed up before Beachbody? And so for me, some of my posts are talking to the Ashley before Beachbody, right? The one that was living paycheck to paycheck, climbing the corporate ladder, checking boxes, going through the motions, feeling depressed, even suicidal. That is the old Ashley. So sometimes my posts are directed at her. Sometimes they're directed at who I am today, what I'm struggling with now. So it can be what you're struggling with now. It can also be what you're struggling with before. What have some of your biggest excuses been, and how did you overcome it, or how will you overcome it? What are you hopeful about? I know that's a huge one for me, especially for most of you. You're still probably new at coaching and are maybe working full-time still, and you're not making a lot of money yet with this. But for me, one of the hugest things, like I love the community, I love the products, but one of the things I loved so much about coaching was the fact that it allowed me to dream again, to really be hopeful about the future. So think about what are you hopeful about and share that with people, because there are so many people who are also just living for the weekends, right? They're working for Friday. They're just surrounded by negativity, people who also hate their jobs and complain about their lives, but like, what are you hopeful about? That is a breath of fresh air. And also, how did you win today? So share how you showed up and won today, because we all have struggles every single day. What did you do for yourself today? And talk to the Ashley of today. Talk to the, Letty, Lori, Amanda, Sylvia, Cynthia, Sid, whatever, all of you. Talk to you, the other yous out there. And remember, at the end of it, you are not just a Beachbody coach. You are a living, breathing human who has so much more value to add than just the fact that you work out and drink a superfood shake every day. You have so many more things that you can offer, and you are not just a Beachbody coach. So don't just show up on your social media as a Beachbody coach. Sure, that's a part of you, but it is not all of you, promise, because you were lots of things before Beachbody came into your world. All right, what makes a good caption? Aside from, talking specifically to the other yous out there, what makes a good caption? Short and sweet one-liners, things like, diamonds were a girl's best friend, and then yoga pants happened. So this would be something, maybe like a picture of you. Again, I'm not a huge fan of like throwing up the inspirational quotes and stuff like that, where they're just like, quotes. Make it be a picture of you that is scroll stopping. Use your selfie tips that I showed you earlier, and then pair it with a good caption. So this one could be a picture of you in yoga pants, hanging out, with your family, and with that caption. Another idea is using negative wording. Something like, I never thought I would feel comfortable in my own skin. And this could be a picture of you wearing shorts for the first time, wearing a tank top for the first time, in a swimsuit on the beach with your kids, and then telling the story around that. Ask questions, something like, have you ever felt like you had no control over your life? And this one I think would be great for a picture of you. This could be like a great coach opportunity kind of post. I know before Beachbody, I kind of felt like I was, checking boxes, going through the motions. I didn't really have control. Someone had control over my life for me. They decided if I got promoted. They decided if I got the raise. They decided how fast I climbed that ladder. And Beachbody gave me that control. So maybe this is a picture of you at your computer working, and it's sharing that. using negative or using emotional power words. Things like, I was destroying my body until I discovered my secret. And maybe this is, like for me, my secret was that it wasn't my body at all. It was my mind that I had to work on. So I could put a picture of it, like a picture up of me with kind of a self-love, no apologies about my body, but it's not opposed, flattering by society standard. It's just me. I could put that up with this caption and then the story to go with it. You can also talk in numbers, things like 21 days ago, I was not the same girl. And maybe this is a transformation photo, right? But at the end of the day, it's always you paired with a good caption. Sometimes they're short, sometimes they're a little bit longer, and you tell a story to go with it. And I think it's really important that you do have more shorter captions than longer captions, especially in the beginning, because if you only just do long caption after long caption after long caption, people don't read. I know there are some coaches that I follow who I love and adore, but just do long captions all the time, and I don't ever stop to read it. Whereas the coaches who put like good, 3-paragraph or 3-sentence captions up most of the time, I come to love them. I read their stuff a lot, so I love what they put up. So then when they put up a long one, I'll read that too. So you kind of have to earn the longer captions and make them good. But just keep that in mind. All right, so I've already said that we are not just Beachbody coaches, right? I think the biggest mistake we make when we become Beachbody coaches is we think that that's all that we are. So all of a sudden, all we do, our feed just becomes about how great everything's going for you, and you push play on your workout, and you're killing your meal plan, and life is feeling awesome. But you are the only place we can get you. So our job, in my opinion, is not to make everybody use and love Beachbody. Our job is to use and love Beachbody ourselves, to let it be our solution, let it light us up, and then shine that light out for other people to see. I know I was before Beachbody wading in the dark. I was drowning. I was, suffocating, and I was looking for a light. And my sister-in-law had done this program. She said she was starting a private, online challenge group. I joined it. I saw her light, and then I used the products. And now these products have, lit me up. And now I shine that light for everybody else. So my job is now to share this with everybody. It is not to convince everybody that Beachbody is for them. It's just to say, this was my solution and it worked for me. And sometimes I get messages from people saying, because of you, I joined a gym and I'm down 20 pounds. Because of you, I signed up for this marathon. Because of you, I quit my job and I'm now pursuing my passion. I'm not earning any income off of that. And that is still a massive win, because I think our job really is to help other people become lighthouses. So to inspire them to live their best life. So think about, what is your why? Why are you working out? Why are you showing up? What are you working for? What is motivating you? For me, in the beginning, my why was to bring my husband home. He hated his job. He was so stressed. And I knew it was taking years off of his life. I knew that because I was listening to personal development that said stress is worse for you than anything. And I wanted him to be around. Now my why is to provide like stability and a great income and a great life for Rev and our future family that we have. But what is your why? Think about that. Think about what it is that is going to make you show up every day, on the good days, but the hard days. Attitude of gratitude. So show up every day being a ray of sunshine. What has being a coach changed about your life? You want to make people be a part of what it is that you're doing and share things that you're grateful for. Everybody has their own negative stuff going on. We've all got our own BS and our own hard things that we're dealing with. So you're no longer just allowed to complain on social media. You have to share it. I mean, you can complain. You can talk about how you had a hard day. You can talk about the struggles that you've gone through, but you have to spin it to win it. So have an attitude of gratitude, Again, you're selling a lifestyle. And so if you're just complaining and being negative and talking about how hard things are, nobody wants to be a part of that. They've already got their own hard that they're dealing with. Don't forget to share transformations. I already mentioned that, but share your own as well as other people. It's not just about you. You are here to help others. So share testimonies. Recognition is the fourth vital behavior. So a great place to share this is in your stories. I do think, again, your feed on Instagram, when I share transformations, I generally will make myself, this is not always the case, but 8 out of 10 times, I'll make my transformation be me. And then on Instagram, you can add other photos. So I'll have me be the cover photo. so that when they're scrolling my Instagram, they're seeing mostly me, but they swipe to see other ones. Or add them into your Instagram story. And if you're not storying yet, you are missing out hugely. Instagram story is where it's at. Show consistency. So I think Leticia is probably the best that I know about being consistent. Every single day, you know, she wakes up with her Energize. She wakes up listening to personal development. She pushes play. She has her shake. She shares her workout. Even on vacation, there, you know, every day I can count on Leticia getting her workout in. She's going to do her girl boss stuff. She's going to take care of herself, do some self-love, and she's going to go to bed reading more personal development. I know because she shows it every day on her story. She is very consistent, and people are watching. They're seeing you change and your results that you're sharing. So take them with you every day on the journey. Don't wait until you've reached your destination. I know there are a lot of new coaches on the team, and probably a lot of you are new tuning in, and it's tempting to not share until you feel like you've reached a goal or you have your own transformation or something like that. Take them on the journey with you. I know that's what Emily credits her success to, for like why she had such a huge surge in her business, was she took people on the journey of 80-day obsession. But stop selling Beachbody and start selling your lifestyle, right? People can get our fitness programs and shakes anywhere. They can get it on, they can Google, they can go to beachbody.com, they can call and order it from Beachbody, they can eBay it. Where I got my first program, I bought it on eBay. They can get it on Amazon. But there, you are the only place we can get you. So start valuing yourself more. It's a amazing value that they, with the purchase of their challenge pack, get you. Sell the value of you. Share you and your story and how you can help them, you know, continue inviting them, and just be the person that you needed every single day. Always comes back to the vitals. So, you know, the 4 vitals are: be proof that the products work. So you do your workout, you drink your shake. You can share that every day by sharing workout clips, fitness selfies, new workout gear. Show your shake. I don't ever call it Shakeology on my social media. I usually call it Superfood Shake, or like, you know, a salad in a glass or something like that. Share pictures of you, like Letty showed, that Energize. I mean, you see in all of our stories, we're having Energize all the time. The pre-workout crack. Hold the product, share results, share non-scale victories, create curiosity. So when you see me a lot of times posting with my Energize, I don't ever call it Energize. I don't ever say Beachbody Performance Energize. I don't want people going and Googling it. So I'll create curiosity, educate people. Don't argue, don't defend. So if someone comes on and they're spewing hate on your page, or they're like questioning if your results are real, block them. If they are not your supporter, they're probably not going to be your customer, probably not going to be your coach. And do you even really want them to be your customer or coach if they're not nice and they're not supportive of you? No, block, block, block. I block people all the freaking time. I don't ever think twice about it. I don't ever think, well, I want more likes. What if they're going to buy from me? Like, I don't want assholes buying from me. So block. Let them go find another coach. I'm not their cup of tea, right? Someone's being mean to you, block them. Personal development is another vital behavior. Do it daily. I just had a message from someone, I think she's on this call, who said she's really struggling. She's feeling defeated. She's not getting any bites, all of this and that. That's something that you will all, if you haven't felt it yet, you will all feel it. I have felt it several times. I'm actually in the middle of feeling like a discouragement phase in my business and in my life. And I know how important personal development is. So I asked her, are you doing personal development? And she's not. I've never met a coach who has quit this business who is like knee deep in personal development. It just doesn't happen. Your mind is your biggest challenger. So, you know, befriend it, take care of it. It is as important to do personal development as it is to do our workouts. And you can share it on social media. Share your takeaways. That adds value. A lot of times people are like, how do you come up with your lives that you talk about in your boot camps or on social media or whatever? It's from personal development. You can share quotes. It's going to help you to grow into the person that you want. It's going to help you cut out that negativity. Live events are amazing. So one of the biggest game changers for me was attending Tony Robbins' Unleash the Power Within a couple years ago. And I attend every Super Saturday I can, of course, Summit, but, you know, attend other events as well and take notes. Write things down. Like, and while I'm out, I don't read as much anymore, but I listen. And while I'm out walking the dog or whatever, I have the notes app on my phone. I open it up and I'll write down any takeaways that I have. Another vital behavior is recognize. You know this one, of course. And you can do it if you're new or you're not, but you can share transformations. You can shout out people like friends, family, yourself. You can shout out team members, share it on your stories, recognize people. But if you're brand new and you don't have a team and you're not running a boot camp or anything yet, you can just simply compliment people. You can send out love to people. But like this picture of Emily, this was her recognizing herself. This was when she found out her team was the number 5 team in the company. Celebrate yourself. In this space, it is not only can you do it, but it's encouraged. So definitely celebrate yourself. And then of course the final vital behavior, these aren't really in any order, but is share, connect, invite. I know according to Beachbody it's invite, but I think it's really share, connect, invite. And how do you do that? You share transformations. You do a hard invite. So you can slide into someone's DM with a hard invite. You can put a hard invite out on social media publicly. Put reminders up. So I just put a post right before this call up, and it was adding value, giving them, some information on like self-love and whatever. But then at the end, I did a reminder, final week to join my, next boot camp or whatever. I also went live in my Instagram stories right before this, showing that I was going to talk on this call. Share community, show people, a peek into your boot camp, peek into your team page. When we get together at live events, like take those photos that we take together and put those out. Share that community. A lot of people they're just desperate for support and a community and feeling connection. Host sneak peeks, share, what to expect, talk about connections that you've made. Like I know some of my favorite people in my life. In fact, probably everyone on this call came into my life because of social media. Ask for emojis. So it's something that I know Emily does a lot. She'll say drop your favorite emoji in the comments and I'll get back to you. You can say drop your email below. You can private message them or ask them to private message you, but the bottom line with invites is you must do it daily. It is if you are not hitting Success Club, you are not inviting. You must invite every single day. Sometimes it's just inviting to start that conversation. So it's sharing on social media. It's connecting one-on-one, but also on social media. And if you are connecting, you then have people to invite. So you have to invite daily. Not when you feel like it, not the warm market that you have, not when you're in a comfort zone, every single day. And that means you're gonna have to start talking to people that are not currently in your network, that you don't have a relationship with. You're going to have to start talking to strangers. But let me tell you how much I care about strangers' opinions now. 0. Because I decided to do that and reach out and talk to new people, everybody on this call was a stranger to me. The 5 ladies that we lead these calls, Lori, Tanya, Letty, Emily, myself, all of them were strangers and now they're like my best friends, right? And you never know who you're gonna find on the other side of that message, but you will never find them if you don't send it. So you must invite daily. Here's how you can kind of set up your week. So here's an idea. I know people are always like, how do you lay out what you're going to post and when? So you want to think about what people are looking for. So in the beginning of the week, it's great. I never save great posts or invite posts for Friday, even Thursday, but Friday and Saturday for sure, I do not put invite posts up because people are having fun. They're living their life. They're enjoying and indulging. They're not thinking about, I want to lose weight. They're thinking about getting back to their fitness plan starts Sunday and goes through Monday, Tuesday, right? So those are great times to put up an invite post. You can do Motivation Monday. So share how you're starting your week off strong. You can share Transformation Tuesday. Wednesday, you can do what I'm doing right now, which is literally stop, drop, and selfie. So I know a lot of people are taking a picture of the Zoom call. That's not what I've learned is that's not super eye-catching, but what you could do is take a picture of you with your computer and talk about the Zoom that you run, right? The connection, the meeting that you just had with your besties from all around Canada and the US, I mean UK too, but it's in the middle of the night for UK people right now. But anyway, what I ate Wednesday, so you can share your whatever you ate. Remember, take your food to a window. Thursday, you can do like Throwback Thursday, Thankful Thursday. Thursday is a great day to do like a coach opportunity post because we always celebrate things that we're thankful for on Thursday, right? Feature Friday, so you can shout out somebody else. I've seen Face-to-Face Friday, which I did one recently because my face has changed so much on this journey. Fun Friday, Fun Fact Friday, like whatever. These are all like alliteration kind of things, but these are just to give you ideas. Then Saturday, like Friday and Saturday, you're just doing lifestyle. You're sharing a peek into who you are. So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I'm sharing results. Then I'm doing lifestyle on Friday, Saturday, and then I'm doing my invites Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, generally. And then I think, right. Okay. So think about what people are thinking about. And if you haven't read it and you're not paying attention to this guy, Gary Vaynerchuk is brilliant when it comes to social media. And he wrote a book called Jab, 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 Right Hook. The idea behind that is it is give, 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 and then ask. So you want to make sure you're providing value, 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 and then you do the invite and you ask. Right? And so it's not super valuable to only show up with your sweaty selfies and you kissing your Shakeology and you talking about how awesome everything is and there's no struggles. It's not super valuable. People can't relate to that because they've got their own struggles in their brains, right? They don't want to work out every day. They have the burger instead of the salad. They're hating their bodies right now, right? So you want to give value as much as you can. And then once they start coming to you, they're like, I like what she's putting out there. They're going to start trusting you. It's super easy to right hook them then, right? So it's jab, 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 right hook. Give, 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 and then ask. And finally, we've got to stop caring so much about other people's opinions. We get one life to live. We just get one shot at this. And most of us spend like all of it caring about what other people think. But then you're not really living your life, you're living theirs. And I've talked about this before, but people are judging you right now anyway. I talked about this at Summit in my speech with Amy, but they're judging you right now anyway. They're just judging you inaccurately if you're only putting out what you think they want to see. If you're only putting out like a glossed over, dumbed down version of you. You are allowed to be who you are. And the opinions that matter are like yourself. And that's the one that we don't value. That's the one we undervalue. Like we don't even think our opinion matters at all. But the most important opinion is yourself. The second most is the people that love you and that you love. And I know not everybody's husband is supportive, but what I would say to that is schedule in business time so that you are not neglecting your family. You're not at the mercy of your phone all the time. You have family time too, where you are not on your phone, but keep them involved in the journey. Let them know like what it is that you're doing and why you're doing it. Share your dreams with them. Share stories with them of people that you've helped. Like care about those opinions, but the coworker that you aren't going to see again in 5 years, your mother-in-law who's really doubting you, she's going to feel real proud when 5 years from now, you have completely changed who you are, changed her son or daughter's life, right? Changed her grandchildren's life. Eventually, she can't doubt you because you will be so successful she can't, right? Stop caring about the opinions of strangers on the internet. That person who spewed hate on your stuff, block them, forget them, and move on. They don't pay your bills. They don't build your dreams. We have to stop caring about other people's opinions and care about the ones that matter, which is you and those in your little tiny nucleus, the ones that will be in your life forever. Okay, and that's all I have. So I'm gonna stop sharing and we can do some questions. I'm gonna check out the chat. Okay. Just gonna see, can you repeat the lights from Amazon that you put around your screen? I think that they were called like LED under kitchen light, something like that. Oh, good, I answered that already. Just discover the timer. My husband and I share Facebook. Should I change that where it's only under my name? I think that's your call, but I do think it's important to open a public Instagram account then. And at some point you will want to change it to just your name. I don't know if you need to do it right away, but at some point, yeah, you will. Okay. Oh, Someone said there's an app you can autofocus on yourself. Facetune or Facetune 2 is the focus app. Okay. I know that's a paid app, but also that is a write-off. Get 10 times more engagement when I wear stuff with quotes from The Office because it's relatable outside of fitness. So The Office should probably be a part of your brand then, which is awesome. Like, that's the thing, is like, it can be, your brand can have anything in it. Like, your brand can be The Office. I know part of Lori's brand is like popcorn and pizza. Like, people know her for those things, right? And Target, I feel like I know Lori for those 3 things. And those are small things, but then I also know Lori for being a mom. I know Lori for being a hustler. I know Lori for her fashion. So there's bigger things, but small things. And Brittany, if The Office is resonating with people, I would run with that because that's a fun one. Anything for Androids that are cool, like the iPhone feature Ashley was talking about. I don't have an Android and I don't understand people that do. Love you, but like Androids, like, come on. Hop on the Apple train. I know people they're like anti-Apple, but Apple just makes things so seamless. I just love it. And John like rebelled against Apple for a couple years, and then he had a Samsung, and he was like constantly saying like every week something about that phone sucked. So we finally got him back on the Apple wagon. All right. Let me just see. Oh my gosh, totally. So Michelle said, the first time someone says you're helping them through their struggles, you'll wish you did it sooner. So true. And my thing that I did with Amy at Summit was all about basically blowing past your limiting beliefs and living up to your full potential and, you know, building confidence and stuff. And a lot of that comes with sharing your struggles. And I know that is what brought probably several of you, I know that we have lots of teams on here, but if you're on my team, probably brought several of you to me when I talked about those things that, you know, I struggled with. So talk about your struggles. It will bring people to you and you will feel like, I know Jamie Nelson just posted recently a picture of her, and I told her this was awesome. It was a picture, it was like an aerial view of herself with a bunch of pills in her hand. And that was way more eye-catching than like a selfie of her being frowny or a picture of a pill bottle or something. I thought it was very eye-catching. It was light bright. She was outside in natural lighting. And then the caption was talking about how she battled with depression and anxiety, and she finally is getting help. And, you know, she's spin it to win it and whatever. But she said that brought out a ton of people because people are struggling with the same stuff, you guys. So, yeah, share that stuff. Okay. Just seeing if there's any questions. Don't have any. Jamie's talking right here now. Sharing the things you're most scared to share will be the most relatable things. You have to share the struggles and breadcrumb them without throwing others under the bus. I do deal with drugs and alcohol addiction in my life, and I share it the best I can without selling people out too much. Yes. Someone mentioned breadcrumbs. How would you do that? To eventually share.
Okay, I'm going to stop the screen share. I'm literally going to take that link. Can you guys hear me? Yes. Okay. I'm going to literally take that link and drop it right into Destiny United. So if you guys want to go finish watching, listening to the questions, the Q&As, you can. I took a ton of notes, and it just makes me more aware of what I'm sharing on social media and what I'm putting out there. So I don't know if any of you guys took screenshots or if you guys were like writing like a maniac, like writing notes. I took some screenshots. I can put those too like in there. You guys can go back and take the screenshots. But I think like having a plan, like how she laid out her schedule is spot on. Like Fridays and Saturdays, I do not post anything of like quality. Like it's lifestyle, it's a picture of what we're doing with a quick little caption, and like that's it, because I know it gets absolutely no engagement on Fridays and Saturdays. Anybody else experience that? Yeah, everybody. Yeah. So don't like go spend an hour creating like an awesome post and post it on Friday or Saturday. Don't do that. But I think anybody like want to share like some of their major takeaways, like their like aha moments, what you're going to start applying? Anybody want to share anything? You guys are quiet tonight. Okay. Well,
I do. I'll share.
Yeah.
Share.
Hi,
I
Alex.
have to or maybe 3. So something she said near the end was stop caring so much about other people's opinions. That's been a struggle my entire life. It still is a struggle, I'm not gonna lie. And like when she said, you just have to care about like what your loved ones think about. I mean, I've told several of you this, that my mom and dad don't really believe this will work, and it's just like really hard.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to disappoint them. So the other thing was you get one life and design it the way you want it. One thing that this process or being a Beachbody coach or has really shown me or encouraged me is to like encourage me to remember that I can choose the way I want to live, and like just I can design it the way that I want it. And I think that leads me to the third point about like stop selling Beachbody and show your lifestyle. Like really share your lifestyle because of what being a Beachbody coach has shown or given to me or us. So yeah.
Alex, first of all, I spent one night with you in Philly, and like I told you, I'm like, you are a freaking hoot. I love you. Like I spent one night with you. I'm like, this girl is hilarious. I love her. She's easy to talk to. She's easy to hang out with. Like she's always fun. Girl, you're amazing. And I don't know your parents at all, and they could be complete douchebags. I don't know. But most parents, it takes a lot to disappoint a parent. They're always going to be proud of you and love you no matter what. But
yeah,
I'm proud of you. I think you're incredible. You're not going to let anybody down. You shine like a bright star. Do you?
Thanks, Amy.
Do you, girl? Because you are freaking amazing. And like if anybody like comes to Philly and hangs out with us, you're gonna be like, that's Alex, and she's freaking hilarious. I just love you.
Thank you, Amy.
Thank you for sharing. Anybody else like excited to like go stand next to windows with their food and open up their refrigerator and like do all this? Like our families are gonna be like, what the heck are you doing? Close the refrigerator door. You're letting the cold air out. Anybody else want to share anything? I love hearing from you guys.
I do the refrigerator thing all the time.
Do you?
Yeah.
So you use the light like
Yeah, like I literally prop my phone against produce and just yeah. And then just go at it. Yeah, on my stories, like we live with my grandmother right now, and it's so funny because she'll come out like, what are you doing? Who are you talking to in the refrigerator? Like, just myself. It's cool.
I've never put my phone in the refrigerator.
Oh, yeah. Just, like, prop it up on the shelf. The lighting is amazing.
Wow. I'm going to go have fun after this call, I swear. Just what I want to do. Be in the refrigerator at 9 o'clock at night. All right. Let's get out our phones. Turn it to selfie mode. And we are going to get our team call like she said. So put your phone behind you. Fix your hair. Let your hair down. Come on. Oh, crap. Ready? Well, you don't really need to smile, but yeah, take a picture. Oh, I flipped it. What am I doing? I'm doing portrait mode. I can't do that. Don't give up on me yet. Y'all look good. Okay, now let's get a regular one. I love it. Look at all your phones behind you. Hi, Megan. I love it. Okay, now one normal one. 1, 2, 3. Look at Alex's pretty smile. Oh my God, I freaking love it. I want to share one last thing with you guys real quick. I was thinking last night, like, I did not want to sit down and like, I wasn't really in the mood to like invite, I'm not gonna lie. And we're gonna have some days where we're just not in the mood to invite, or not in the mood to do a creative post, or not in the mood to respond to people's messages. And but last night, like I was in a tough place because my husband just went through his treatment and he's like knocked out in bed, and it's just like me and the dogs. And I'm like, I'm gonna take my eyes off of myself, and I'm going to put them on other people. Because if I can take my eyes off of me and what I'm going through and my hurt and my pain and put it on somebody else and help them get through their hurt and their pain, how powerful is that? So like, use this business as your outlet. And if you're at the point where it's like, I don't want to invite, I don't want to do a post, like, then your cup, you are pouring from an empty cup. And that is no place to be. So if you are finding yourself saying, I don't want to invite, I don't want to follow up, I don't feel like doing a post, you need to go fill your cup. You need to go find a workout program that you love. I love that Megan switched her workout program, because if it's not filling your cup, if it's not serving you, if you're not waking up with a smile in the morning, getting ready to go push play, you need to change that shit. Like, you need to find a workout program that is going to bring you joy. Oh, the baby's sleeping. I'm good. Plug his, I cursed. You need to find a program that serves you and makes you happy, that you're going to fall in love with and do it to a T and get amazing results. You need to be filling your cup with your nutrition, your personal development, surrounding yourself with people that are going to set your soul on fire and help you dream bigger. If you're feeling like, I don't want to work out, I don't want to post, I don't want to do this, you're pouring from an empty cup, and you need to switch it. And there is some times in life where life just hits you like a truck, and like everything's like sucking out of your cup, and you're like, my cup is empty. It's so empty. It's okay. Like, we have those moments in our life. But as a whole, you should be showing up excited to invite, excited that this is not just something else on your plate. This is not something just extra on your plate, like, ugh, I gotta do this now. This is something that you should be excited to do. And if you're not, you're pouring from an empty cup. So get back to you. You are the number one priority in your business. So I love you guys. Thank you so much for hopping on tonight. I hope you walked away with a lot of stuff. I can't wait to see your refrigerator pictures. Good night.